Okay, so at the end of the meditation, we conduct a sutta discussion, especially by reading an original, authentic sutta, which was recited by the Buddha. And for today's topic, it's about the best things, in the life. I would say, what's the best thing that rises up, that falls down, that goes forth, and who is the best speaker in terms of the spirituality. So that's the topic, that kind of topic that we're going to talk about today. So the name of the sutta is Vuṭṭhi in Pali. Vuṭṭhi means rain in English. Let me read the stanzas that which were the questions of deities. So deities approached the Buddha and asked questions at different times. Kinsu uppatatang settang, kinsu nipatanang varang, kinsu pavaja mananang, kinsu pavadatang varanti. Meaning, what's the best of things that rise up? What excels among things that fall down? What's the best of things that go forth? Who is the most excellent of speakers? So another deity replies to the question which was asked by the previous deity. Bijang uppatatang settang, Vuṭṭhi nipatatang varang, gavo pavajamananang, putto pavadatang varoti. A seed is the best of things that rise up, a seed. Rain excels among things that fall down. Cattle are the best of things that go forth. A son is the most excellent of speakers, son or daughter. And then Buddha replies to this question this way. Vijja uppatatang setta, avijja nipatatang vara, sangho pavajamananang, buddho pavadatang varoti. Knowledge is the best of things that rise up. Ignorance excels among things that fall down. The monastic community is the best of things that go forth. The most excellent of speakers is the Buddha. Okay, so what we're going to talk about with this topic and with this sutta is what Buddha says in replying to the deity. Knowledge is the best of things that rise up. So knowledge here doesn't mean the knowledge that we see in the normal world. It is about the knowledge which you call the wisdom of the life. So the wisdom of the life means Buddha was looking for a solution for the question. The big question was everything is unpleasant at different times, but we say it is pleasant. But then again it is unpleasant. We change, we switch the options. And Buddha was trying to find out a permanent answer to this dissatisfacting nature of the unpleasant things of our life. So the wisdom that we gain to understand as a solution to that unpleasant nature is called vijja here. It's not the normal knowledge that you know about sciences, about anything. Sciences about anything. So it's about knowledge which you call the wisdom. So if one can gain that wisdom, which you call vijja in Pali, that person rises up. There is no limit for that person's life. It rises up. Ignorance excels among things that fall down. We know a lot of things fall down, right? Now this is the fall, and a lot of things fall down. When we fall down, we get sick, right? Leaves fall down. And the deity said, rain excels among things. So rain, actually, conventionally speaking, rain is the best, conventionally. But spiritually speaking, ignorance. So if our ignorance about, wisdom, So if we have the ignorance, so because of the ignorance, we can, you know, fall down. We can fall down in our life because we are ignorant. We don't know how to respond to our day-to-day, you know, emotional problems, you know, unpleasant type of questions. So that ignorance takes us to a very narrow type of, you know, road path. That's why it's ignorance and not the rain. So rain, conventionally, rain is the best. It's very beneficial, but ignorance on a spiritual side is what takes us to very narrow type of path where we don't know where we are heading. But we need to rise up with wisdom. The monastic community is the best of things that go for. Now the answer which was given by the deity was the cattle are the best of things that go for. At that time, cattle was a very helpful, type of beings who help the farmers. The Indian society, Buddha was living in India, right? And Buddha says the monastic community, their path is going forth, and for a reason. So monastic community means monks, nuns, even the lay community who understands the dukkha, which you call unpleasant nature of the life, and then but still they are in a good lay life, but they want to find out what could be a best way to understand by being a lay person. Like you all are lay people and I'm a monk, but it doesn't matter. What matters is whether you want to find out that thing in your life. It doesn't say you need to give up your everything. No, Buddha never says like that. You can still continue experiencing your life, but time to time you understand that there are certain unpleasant things come on your way. At that point, it's better to spend some time why these things are changing, why these people are changing, why I have very different emotions coming out, and why they are happening. Isn't there something that I need to explore in my life? So monastic community and the lay people, according to the Buddha, if they really understand the Buddhist teachings, they are on a path to go for, to find out what it is. That's why they are the best to go for. That doesn't mean only the Buddhists. It could be somebody else from other different religious spiritual background. We never know, because the question is common to all of us. So everybody wants to find an answer. So it could be different people, but in here, monastic community, or maybe the truth seekers. Everybody wants to find out the truth for the life, meaning of the life. The most excellent of speakers is the Buddha. Now, according to the Buddhist teachings, we understand that Buddha spoke the truth of the life in our understanding. So, Buddha simply means someone who liberated oneself from this rebirth. In Buddhism, we believe that this is not the only life that we are spending. We've been born, living, dying for billions of lives before. So even for the future, unless we don't realize Nibbana. In that sense, if we can attain Nibbana, that means we cut this journey, which we call, this recycling sansaric journey. We cut it. We cut the radius of that sansara, the recycling process. So when you are able to cut the radius of this, unending journey, that means that you're becoming an arahant or a Buddha. And then the words of such a Buddha, in this case, in this context, seem to be the best type of words. So they are the best speakers. They because in terms of they speak the quintessential, the most truth in the world, in the universe, not the world. So there could be other spiritual beings, from the Buddhist backgrounds, who might not be the Buddhas, but who might be more spiritual. So they also have a place in here. So anyways, so the question, there were 4 questions. What's the best of things that rise up? So in this case, knowledge, wisdom, basically wisdom. When you have wisdom, you go up in a very positive way. What excels among things that fall down? Ignorance. Ignorance takes us to a very narrow path. We never know where we are heading. We get stuck. We fall prey to that. What's the best of things that go forth? Everybody goes forth, even the animals, including us. But if we are going forth as the truth seekers, finding the truth, exploring the truth of the life, and that will be the best journey, and that will be those will be the people who are really going forth in the life. And who is the most excellent of speakers? Those of them who really speak the truth. In this case, the Buddha. Okay, so in this category of the discourses, Buddha says the answer which was given by the deity, one deity. So they have a different version. A seed is the best things that rise up. A seed, germination process, a plant. Rain excels among things that fall down. Cattle are the best of things that go forth. A son or daughter is the most excellent of speakers. So this is the conventional reality of our life. Conventionally, they are right, no problem. But ultimately, realistically, they are not the truth. The truth is, Buddha talks about the two truths. The truth has two versions: conventional truth and the ultimate truth. So some people, they choose conventional truth over the ultimate truth, or the other way around. But Buddha says they both correct depending on the perspective, conventionally and realistically. Conventional truth is the truth that we need to understand first, and then ultimate truth. That's what Buddha says. That's why those of them who want to study Buddhism, they always find out the ultimate truth and then get very upset about, Buddha says everything is suffering and then life is a suffering, and we need to. It's wrong actually, the way that they understand. Buddha says life is dissatisfying to most of us, so that's the ultimate truth. But if we really manage our life, it is not dissatisfying in a way. That's the conventional truth. So we have to take these two as two different approaches, and seeing the truth in it differently, and then slowly, gradually making our way to the ultimate truth. So these are the questions that the deity asked, and then the other deity replied with the conventional truth version, and then the Buddha presented his ultimate truth version. Okay, any questions about this sutta? Vuṭṭhi Sutta, or the contents we did today?
Could you define what a lay person is?
Oh, lay person is those who have not become monks or nuns.
Okay.
Yeah, so all of you,
Yeah.
all of you.
So would that include individuals of other religions who are in the search of the truth?
A good question. Well, monks and nuns, there are monks and nuns in other religions too, right? So I don't think they are.
Okay.
Yeah, so in Hinduism there are monks and nuns. So basically, whoever the monks or nuns from any religious perspective, because they call their non-monastics as lay people, right? So then it goes the way how that particular religion define the society from themselves, from different from them.
Who are the deities?
Deities
Asking the questions.
Oh, the heavenly beings.
Heavenly beings.
Heavenly beings, because we believe there are 6 heavens in the Buddhism, and these heavens, we don't know where they are, but the beings who live in those heavens, they are called deities. Yeah. So deities also approach the Buddha and ask questions at different times, especially the first watch of the night. They don't approach the Buddha when the other normal beings are around him, and they were trying to find a time where Buddha was secluded, and that was definitely the first watch of the night, early morning. Yeah.
So when a Buddhist achieves nirvana, does that mean he becomes a deity and
No. Textually speaking, one has to be a human to become the Buddha. Okay, so that's why in the Buddhist teachings, obtaining a human life is more precious than being a deity, being a heavenly being. Heavenly being is the super luxurious aspect of our life, and the hell is the most worrying part of our being, the birth. So the human life is the moderate life where one can become a Buddha. But it doesn't mean the deities are all, heavenly beings are always permanently going to be the heavenly beings, and the beings in the hell, they are going to be permanently hellish beings. They always die and can become human.
So where do they end up after they achieve nirvana and pass on?
That's done. It's
That's
like where the light has gone, when the light is gone. When the candle is gone, can you just tell me where it's gone? You can't find out where's the light. It's gone somewhere. I don't know where it's gone. It's like that. So Buddha says it's like that. Yeah. So then, if you, ultimate truth-wise speaking, if you attain nibbana, and then you are sure that you are not continuing, because it's lucky if you can become a human, especially as a privileged human, you can spend your life better than other humans, right? Beings like us live in a very safe place, but beings like some other beings, a lot of beings, they are not in a safe place. So then obtaining the human life and being able to live in a safe place in the world or in other planet, that's even harder. And then being able to understand there is an issue in my life, it's even, that recognition is even harder. That's the hardest. And then finding the solution is the rarest thing in our life. All of you who want to find out, explore the life. What's the meaning of the life, and where's my real satisfaction? So all these are big questions. So initiating a journey about it is the hardest as a human. Okay. Somebody said there are some questions to ask. We can ask questions from, outside of this topic too, because, if you have any questions. There may be some fundamental questions or normal questions. It's okay. It's for the, knowledge of other people too.
I'm wondering why you say the beginning in what language is that?
Pali.
In Pali.
Pali.
You always say it in Pali? You never say it in English?
No, we do, conduct the puja, in English too. But basically, the offerings we do in Pali, because they are original, authentic words by the Buddha.
Right.
But now look here, we speak in English because
Right.
It won't make sense if you speak in Pali.
Yes.
Then we want people to think about we are reading the original, authentic Buddhist things, not unauthentic. There are a lot of fake Buddhist quotes and teachings going around now, because of this cutting edge technology. So we want everybody to feel that this is real Pali. Actually, it's real Pali, the exact precise language spoken by the Buddha, so everybody is happy about it.
Right.
But we explain, if somebody has a question, in this case like you, So it's just to for the purpose of reference. For those, those books, they are really in Pali. So yeah.
So you'd recommend someone who wants to learn this Buddhist
Not
practices?
at the entry level. Slowly, gradually. Let's say somebody comes without a Pali knowledge,
Mhm.
and then we slowly, maybe we first teach the fundamental teachings in English,
Right.
and then when that person is curious about, oh, what's the language that Buddha taught all these things? That's Pali. Can I learn? What do you want to learn? So, do you want to learn discourses or do you want to learn it as a language? So we're gonna go, as how the person requests. So it's not a mandatory thing, but we wanna show appreciation to Buddha. At the same time, wanna feel the beings who come here that they are studying, learning the original, authentic teachings of the Buddha, not like tertiary, secondary type of sources of the Buddhism. Yeah.
Could a woman be a monk in Buddhism?
Yeah, a nun.
A
Yeah,
nun,
yeah,
it's called
woman
a
can
nun.
be a nun.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is it the same thing?
Was that?
Is it the same thing as being a monk? Like there's no difference? Or
What kind of difference? Spiritually, they all are eligible to become Buddhas.
In the Catholic religion, a nun can't say mass. A priest and a nun are two different hierarchies in the Catholic religion.
No.
In Buddhism, they're equal.
Mm.
Everybody is equal. Everybody is equal in terms of becoming eligible for becoming a Buddha. So you and I all are same. But in my case, I took a different initiative to embrace it all the days, right? Everyday thing. So it might be a difference, but in terms of eligibility, we all are same, and there's no issue about that. Even some animals are eligible if they can, because there were some animals who were able to sort of like get a sense of some teachings of the Buddha at the Buddha time. Because there's a like a big debate going on: is Buddhism an organized religion or not? We don't have hierarchy like somebody controls it, because it's not that organized. But somebody can say it's organized. There are temples of different sects, different parts. But basically, there's no person who can command you guys have to do this and that. But in terms of the purification and discipline, there are monastic communities, but it's not in the form of hierarchy. Yeah. Because the main thing in Buddhist teachings is not to control somebody else, but to find your relief in your life. So then you're going to keep controlling things, it won't help at all. So for disciplinary reasons, there might be kind of a network, but it's not in a kind of a hierarchy. So monks, nuns, and all these beings, they work together. Yeah. But Buddha had a hard time in doing that, because in India, it's very it's very difficult for a woman to come and then enjoy the same benefits as the monks do, because they have this caste system even now, right? So it was really difficult for him. But Buddha said, because the society said their wisdom level, knowledge level, they are not equal. Buddha said no, in terms of spirituality, and especially in terms of becoming a Buddha, like understanding the truth of the life, they are same. But there may be some cultural issues when they spend their life, in a temple. That's why Buddha said, depending on that society, 6 BCE, Buddha said, if someone wants to be a nun, a woman or a nun, so you better stay in a nunnery, Buddhist nunnery, close to the monks, like different place, but close to the monks, so they have the safety, and they can do your Dhamma activities, spiritual activities in a better way. Otherwise, if you go to a remote area and at that time the women were highly frowned upon for their abilities, so then it could be a problem. So Buddha was trying to give them this equal things, but it was a very hard thing. Yeah, but he gave. Not even to women, all the other sexually different people. So he was talking about this eligibility in becoming a Buddha, in becoming an Arahant. Arahant is the starting point, and then the second type of Buddha and the full Buddha. So they all are eligible if they can. Yeah. What other questions you have?
Do you have any questions?
About our protocols and what you've been writing so far?
Yeah, I've been writing a
And
lot, so
questions.
I
A lot?
don't have. I wrote a lot, so I don't have a lot of questions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the assignment is more observe and then write from my own perspective.
Okay.
And then
So
Yeah.
what you've been observing?
just the meditation walk and the way you led the meditation and the scene, the statues
Mhm.
and the chairs and the books and the pots.
Okay.
Just all of that. And
So the first time, first visit to a Buddhist temple?
yeah. for
Okay.
me.
Okay. Oh, 3 of you? Okay. Okay. How was that?
It's good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad we came here for sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
Great. Any more questions about what we talked today? Or, okay.
Very good, yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay. So let's wrap this up. Close. As a protocol, as a procedure, before we close the ceremony, we share good karma. This is a good karma because you meditated, you offered offering to the Buddha, and engaged in a Dhamma discussion, and then we share with the departed people who passed away in the name of all of us, in this life, in the past lives, and also share with the deities, heavenly beings who protect, bless all of us, these non-humans who we can't see. So may all the departed relatives who passed away in the name of all of us, sharing all these good karmas, may they be happy and peaceful. May they attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let's recite the stanzas. Idammi ñāti nang hutu sukhita huntu ñāteyo. Idammi ñāti nang hutu sukhita huntu ñāteyo. Idammi ñāti nang hutu sukhita huntu ñāteyo. As I mentioned earlier, let's share all the good karmas with the deities or heavenly beings. May heavenly beings share all these good karmas. May they be happy and peaceful. May they protect and bless all of us for good health, long life, and all the prosperity in your life, your family, parents, and everybody in your life. May the deities also be happy and peaceful. May they also attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Ittavata cha ammehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Ittavata cha ammehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Ittavata cha ammehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Akasattha ca bummattha devanaga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkhantu loka sasanang. Akasattha ca bummattha devanaga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkhantu desanang. Akasattha ca bummattha devanaga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkhantu mang paranti. Finally, let's make a great wish. May all the good karmas we've been accumulating from the beginning by observing 5 precepts and then offering all these items to the Buddha, and then doing walking meditation and anapanasati, which means breath meditation, and discussing a sutta discourse and engaging in a Dhamma discussion. May all these good karmas help all of us to attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now I'm gonna bless you with a couple more stanzas. Please receive the blessings. Abhivadana silis nichang vaddha pachayino chattaru dhamma vaddhanti ayuvannu sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha ato nibbana sampatti iminati samichatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bow down 3 times to the Buddha statue area as a respect to the Dhamma.